pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Supervisor Vecchio.
Here.
Councilman McCarthy. Sir?
The agendas? Here.
Councilman Wareheim.
Here.
Councilman Creighton.
Here.
Councilwoman Noack.
Yes, here.
Okay, first order for business is a public hearing to consider special exception 2014-07 as submitted by St. James Realty, New York. Somebody here on behalf of the,
Mr. Supervisor, I have all of the necessary paperwork from the applicant and the receipts and the postings.
Good afternoon, Supervisor Vecchio and members of the Town Board. For the record, my name is David Flynn. I'm the Assistant Director of Town Planning for the Town of Smithtown. The purpose of the public hearing this afternoon is for the Town Board to consider public comment on a zoning application for a special exception to modify an existing nursing home. The applicant is St. James Realty, LLC, 275 Moriches Road, St. James, New York. The location of the property is on the east side of Moriches Road, north of the Fairfield condominium, south of Olson Park. The type of the application is the nursing home is the special exception use. They wish to construct a portico in the front, approximately 22 by 22 feet, 1 story tall, and 1 parking stall for an ambulance. As the board knows, the special exception use is a use that the zoning ordinance permits, providing that the board that determines whether or not the permit should be issued concludes that the application or that the proposal meets all of the standards that are specified in the ordinance. In this application, we note that the property does not comply, or the proposal rather, does not comply with 2 zoning standards, 1 standard and 1 other requirement. And that is that the requirement for the front yard for a nursing home is 100 feet, and the requirement in the R43 district is 60 feet. And the proposal, if the portico were built, is 53 feet. Therefore, we recommend that the board, after the public has commented, close the hearing, refer it to the Department of Environment and Waterways for review pursuant to SECRA, and refer the applicant to apply for the necessary variances if they so wish. The Planning Department prepared a memo dated October 7th, and the memo has an error in it. We will be sending you a follow-up memo tomorrow.
okay.
Questions for me, or you allow the
So
public
now
to be
we've
heard?
heard it, and we'll ask the public to be heard.
Right.
After that, what is it you want us to do?
We'll close the hearing, reserve
Right.
decision,
Right.
allow the
Okay.
DEW
Okay.
to do
Does
their thing.
anybody wish to be heard on this matter? Then I'll move to close the hearing.
Second.
Supervisor Vecchio.
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy.
Yes.
Councilman Wareheim.
Yes.
Councilman Creighton.
Yes.
Councilwoman Noack.
Yes.
Okay, under correspondence, we have a building department report, which is on file at the clerk's office for anyone's perusal. Advertisement for public hearing. Town board to authorize the clerk to advertise for public hearing to be held at 2 p.m. on November 4th at Town Hall to consider town's entry onto certain real property located at 555 Lake Avenue, St. James, reputedly owned by Louis R. Breslin as trustee of the Louis R. Breslin Revocable Trust of 2002, dated 3/26/02, and the estate of Mattie LaBianca Breslin, and Mark LaBianca, executive for the purpose of remediating and/or removing the structure thereat which have been designated as unsafe in accordance with the unsafe building standard of the town code.
Councilwoman Noack.
Yes.
Councilman Creighton.
Yes.
Councilman Wareheim.
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy.
Yes.
Supervisor Vecchio.
Town board to authorize the clerk to advertise for public hearing to be held at the Canataro Senior Citizen Center on the 23rd of October 2014 to consider the 2015 preliminary budget for the town of Smithtown.
Councilwoman Noack?
Yes.
Councilman Creighton?
Yes.
Councilman Warehime?
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy?
Yes.
Supervisor Vecchia?
Yes. Town Board to authorize the clerk to advertise the following bids to be returned to Town Hall. Bid 14082, decommissioning of recycling equipment, due on October 30th. Bid refuse removal from town facilities, October 23rd, 2014.
Councilwoman Noack?
Yes.
Councilman Creighton?
Yes.
Councilman Warehime?
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy?
Yes.
Supervisor Vecchia?
Yes. Town Board to award the following bids and to authorize the purchase of associated goods and services. Bid number 14075 for the demolition of an unsafe structure at 310 Smithtown Boulevard to Seven Brothers Incorporated as per the bid opening on September 11th, and authorize the supervisor to sign such agreement.
Councilwoman Noack?
Yes.
Councilman Creighton?
Yes.
Councilman Warehime?
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy?
Yes.
Supervisor Vecchia?
Yes, Town Board to award the following request for proposal for the opening date indicated, that was August 15, 2014, for administrative services for Section 8 Rental Assistance Program to the Community Development Corporation of Long Island.
Councilwoman Noack?
Yes.
Councilman Creighton?
Yes.
Councilman Warehime?
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy?
Yes.
Supervisor Vecchia?
Yes. Town Board, after due study and deliberation, to issue a negative declaration in the matter of the application for site plan approval by Beach Tree Cafe of Smithtown for H2O for the reasons as stated in the memo from Howard Barton, Assistant Environmental Protection Director.
Councilwoman Noack?
Yes.
Councilman Creighton?
Yes.
Councilman Warehime?
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy?
Yes.
Supervisor Vecchia?
I'm sorry, I think there were two others,
Yes, there
Mr.
was.
Clerk. Downtown Smithtown sidewalk improvements and the application for transfer density flow rights, all under secret negative declaration.
Because they didn't vote on it, I'll do it again. Councilwoman Noack?
Yes.
Councilman Creighton?
Yes.
Councilman Warehime?
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy?
Yes.
Supervisor Vecchia?
Yes.
Number 5, the town board to approve the following as per 5A, minutes approval. Number 1, minutes of September 9th, 2014. B, revised Town of Smithtown drug and alcohol use testing policy. C, town attorney or appropriate official to enter into a stipulation of settlement for various tax certiorari matters. D, payment to document reprocesses. E, PIN number 14-086, planning department to lease a copier. F, Louis Necroto and Catherine Cordo attend an advanced governmental accounting forum. G, modification of the community development program, year 39. H, the sale of 0.5 town density flow rights pursuant to Chapter 323, the Campo Brothers property. That's it.
Councilwoman Noack?
Yes.
Councilman Creighton?
Yes.
Councilman Warehime?
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy?
Yes.
Supervisor Vecchia?
Yes.
Number 6, the town board to approve the following zoning matters. The town board to grant approval and special exception petition 2014-01 as submitted by Prospect Sports Partner LLC for a special exception for commercial public recreation use so as to construct and operate a commercial public recreation use with indoor and outdoor sports fields and facilities as per 6A of the printed agenda.
Councilwoman Noack?
Yes.
Councilman Creighton?
Yes.
Councilman Warehime?
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy?
Yes.
Supervisor Vecchia?
Yes.
Town board to authorize the controller to execute the following as per 7A through E, transfers and increase in revenue codes.
Councilwoman Noack?
Yes.
Councilman Creighton?
Yes.
Councilman Warehime?
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy?
Yes.
Supervisor Vecchia?
Yes.
Town board to authorize the supervisor to execute the following on a form approved by the town attorney, 8A and B, budget allocation agreement and agreement with CES LLC.
Councilwoman Noack?
Yes.
Councilman Creighton?
Yes.
Councilman Warehime?
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy?
Yes.
Supervisor Vecchia?
Yes.
9A, town board to approve settlement of following matters for recommendation of town attorney for $2,208.80.
Councilwoman Noack?
Yes.
Councilman Creighton?
Yes.
Councilman Warehime?
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy?
Yes.
Supervisor Vecchia?
Yes, I have one other. It's to award a bid for emergency standby generators to Commander Electric as for bid opening on October 4th, and further authorize the supervisor to sign an agreement on a form approved by the town attorney.
Councilwoman Noack?
Yes.
Councilman Creighton?
Yes.
Councilman Warehime?
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy?
Yes.
Supervisor Vecchia?
Item number 10, the town board to authorize the acceptance of the following: Liberty Mutual Performance Bond in an amount of $133,480 and cash deposit amount of $3,000. As per the printed agenda item.
Councilwoman Noack?
Yes.
Councilman Creighton?
Yes.
Councilman Wareham?
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy?
Yes.
Supervisor Vecchio?
Yes,
We got one more personnel. Under personnel, number 11, the town board to approve the following personnel matters as per 11A, salary changes of part-time dispatcher, Public Safety Department.
Councilwoman Noack?
Yes.
Councilman Creighton?
Yes.
Councilman Wareham?
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy?
Yes.
Supervisor Vecchio?
on the next resolution, we'll sit as the Board of Water Commissioners, and the Board of Water Commissioners to approve the minutes of October 3rd, 2014, and to agree to a transfer of $500 in a water district account.
Councilwoman Noack?
Yes.
Councilman Creighton?
Yes.
Councilman Wareham?
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy?
Yes.
Supervisor Vecchio?
Yes, and also, I believe we have a Board of Site Plan Review meeting.
Yep.
Now, we'll reconvene as a Site Plan Board.
Okay.
Okay, the Site Plan Review Resolution is conditionally approved Site Plan number 14-5 by OK Petroleum for a proposed 71.595 square foot building, fuel storage and distribution facility, trucking station location, Southside Commerce Drive and east of Moreland Road in Hopog.
Councilwoman Noack?
Yes.
Councilman Creighton?
Yes.
Councilman Wareham?
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy?
Yes.
Supervisor Vecchio?
Okay, that concludes Water District business and Site Plan business, and there were people to be heard. I'm not reading their last name too well. Kevin Scotzi? Sconzo. Sconzo, I got it.
Hello, Mr. Vecchio, members of the board. My name is Kevin Sconzo. I live at 144 Montclair Avenue. I'm here to discuss that closing of Montclair Avenue, or as far as Mr. Crowley installing a chicane, whichever gets decided upon. I handed up a picture that I took today, which has been from cars speeding down Montclair since the start of the school year. My kids have a bus stop right there on Montclair Avenue. My concerns is that cars speeding up and down Montclair Avenue will hit one of the children, either my sons or the next school bus that comes by for the elementary school. My second topic would be that there's been some illegal dumping down at the end of Montclair on Nicolia's property. Technically, it's the town's property. It's the first 6 feet. Ceiling, tiles, wood, and other debris. It's been sitting there for over 2 months and has yet to been cleaned up. I'm not sure if the town is aware of it, but there's plenty of town trucks that go by that should mention that to either sanitation or whoever's responsible to pick it up.
Okay, we'll inform the Highway Department of that.
Okay.
Thank you. What is that photo of, the long stretch of road? What?
That's all the people doing burnouts with their cars.
Oh.
That's in one, just in one
I
spot.
see what you mean.
If you come down the block, it's all over the place. But we need to do something to slow the cars down or close the road altogether so that it's not a cut through and people aren't speeding. Like I said, that's been since the start of the school year. Some of it is done at night. A lot of it's done during the day with people test driving high-performance cars, the Mustangs and Camaros especially, that come down there. It's just a safety matter for our kids.
And that's what this is? It's not young people doing wheelies or whatever that is? And it's,
Well, it's all different people
you
doing
think
it.
it's
I don't know
car
who.
testing?
What's that? A lot of it is test drivers and people with high-performance cars. But that's if you drive down Montclair Avenue, that's just one small section. The whole street is like that.
When does this occur? Morning, night? When-
It's all times during the day, and a lot of it at night. You know, people come around off of Rutherford onto Montclair, right where the school buses are. They don't even hit the brakes; they just hit the gas. They all want to save like 2 minutes in travel time.
Yeah.
This is an ongoing issue. We brought it up a long time ago. We just want to know what's going to be
Do
getting
you get any
done.
response from the police when you call on this stuff?
The police said they don't have enough people to sit there. They won't sit there with a radar gun because it's strictly highway has radar guns. We did meet with the police over at the library, the COPE unit,
Right.
and that's what he had informed us.
So if the police can't enforce the law, how did we do that?
Well, we want to get either their chicane done
I
or the
see.
road closed, something to slow cars down.
Okay.
That's what it comes down to. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Sconzo. Yvonne Katz.
Make the road like that. Thank you for allowing me to speak. This is in reference to the largest industrial park on the.
I think you need to.
This is in reference to the
Okay.
largest industrial park on the East Coast. The residents in our area are being submitted to incredible decibels of noise, and nothing is being done. I keep on being turned into a loop to address my issue, to address my problem to public safety. Public safety in return will only take a complaint, which that can be done by a computer. I believe public safety is a department that is just draining taxpayers' money because they are doing absolutely nothing to address this issue. The so-called investigator works only from 8 in the morning to 3 in the afternoon, never to be found, claiming that there is nothing she can do and that the town attorney is handling one of the cases. Okay, the case is on the table for dismissal because the town is presenting a very, very weak case, which is only benefiting corporations, sir. And you are all aware, I have taken footage, I've sent it continually to you, I have sent many, many letters and samples of noise that we are dealing with. We are waking up at 4 in the morning with highway noise that I have proof, I have footage that the noise is being manipulated in order to buffer the warehousing operations. This noise, all of you are aware in the planning department that it's only going to become worse and nothing is being done. It's actually becoming worse, sir. I wake up crying in the morning because I can't sleep. I have to put the television to buffer the noise that we are dealing with.
Is
And
the
this
noise
goes
coming
on.
from vehicles in the park?
No, sir. We are surrounded by 3 highways. Okay, the north section of the Long Island Expressway has no wall buffering. However, the last week we had 3 days in which there was no highway noise. I went to the highway. I took footage. The same noise that occurs on the service road is what we are being submitted to on our neighborhood. You can, if something is happening on the streets, I spoke with Mr. Creighton about it. You wouldn't be able to help anybody because the noise of the highway is so loud that nothing can be done. And honestly, I do not believe it's the highway. The Department of Transportation has addressed this issue and they have written a letter telling me that's not their noise. It's being manipulated.
Where does the noise emanate from?
It varies. Many times, sometimes will come from the north section, sometimes will come from the south section, sometimes will come from the east. That obviously is telling you that the noise is being manipulated in order to buffer operations. You have 71 Mall Drive, computer share, all day receiving deliveries, loading docks, uploading, unloading with impulse noise. Very, very loud noise. The safety department tells me they don't use decibels. That sound goes beyond 100 decibels. You can hear it several blocks
Okay, but
down.
let me ask, it's an industrial park,
You know that.
and it does business every day.
Every day.
Every
night,
day.
And during the night.
So now, tell me what you think we might be able to do.
Put a wall. The planning department has already given permission to these operations to take place, to work, without taking into consideration the nature of these operations. they have the license to operate. Whenever I call the public safety, there is nothing they can do because they are working during operating hours. However, the impulse noise is extremely enerving. Okay, at night, there is a court case that is about to be dismissed. Why? Because public safety will not address the problem. Whenever it happens on the weekends, 1 in the morning, 3 in the morning, 12 at night, their operations begin at 10 at night and end between 5
Is
and
it one
6 in the
particular
morning.
company?
Yes, Mission Foods. They are about to get dismissal from this case, sir.
Okay, well, I can tell you that the public safety director is hearing this conversation,
Okay.
okay? I and other members of the board will talk to him at the end of this meeting or tomorrow morning.
I have tried to speak with Mr. Valentine for 3 months, leaving messages. Please, sir, speak with me because Ms. Kayak or Ms. Sylvester will not address the issue. They claim there is nothing they can do.
Well-
They claim they are there all the time. Sir, they spent 10 minutes there and said, this woman is crazy. I am not crazy. I have footage that can prove to you.
Okay, I will give you my word, I and the town attorney or any other member of the board will sit down with Mr. Valentine to determine if there is a solution,
We
okay?
need a wall, sir, so that we can both, you have 2 different land uses,
Okay.
residential and commercial. I appreciate your time.
Thank you very much,
you.
Mrs. Katz. Rosalind Palazzolo?
Before I speak, I'd like to ask Mr. Pulio, number D on the agenda, it says payment to document repossessors of New York Incorporated for Preservation Services provided to water damage documents at a cost not to exceed $45,000. I saw you on TV, and I believe you said that there was no more documents that could be soiled downstairs in the building because you put everything on discs. Is that correct?
Well, no, you're not here to interrogate the clerk.
What?
You can't interrogate the clerk.
Oh, no, I didn't mean to interrogate him.
Okay.
What I meant to say is I didn't think we would have any documents destroyed anymore because the fact that I thought they were all put on microfiche or whatever so that you didn't have any more files downstairs
You
in
mean
the building.
You mean in the past, you believe that this was all made on
That's
file?
what Mr. Pulio said on TV,
Oh,
that he
no.
put everything
Well,
on
the fact of life
files.
is there were records in that basement,
Yes,
and they did get damaged.
yes.
They have to be preserved.
I understand
And
that.
that's it. So, I mean, what's your argument? That
No,
he wants-
it wasn't my argument. I just didn't think that was going to happen anymore.
Oh, I
that's-
see. You mean
that's-
in the past, he had made that,
Yes,
okay.
because we did have damage in previous years, and I thought, oh, good, Mr. Pulio did a good job. We're not going to have damaged documents anymore. So I was surprised to find that we do have damaged documents. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
I just was surprised that.
So, Mr. Supervisor,
Sure.
can I
You would like
make a-
to? Sure.
I'd like to make a comment.
Sure.
First of all, 95% of all of those records that are damaged are not from my office.
Okay,
They're actually from the controller's office and the assessor's office. And yes, some of our records did get damaged, and they were off the ground. They were 12 inches off the ground, but the fact of the matter is that the water entered the building out of my control. The damage in my portion is not nearly as much as what's indicated here. When you talk about what's being spent, you'd have to talk to the
no, I
plant.
didn't. I'm not questioning the money. I was just
And
questioning.
all my records are on electronic data, but some of the records that get damaged are permanent records. They're registrar records they just.
So those are records that would not be on a disc.
They are on a disc.
They are on a
They're
disc.
all on a disc, but they need to be preserved in paper.
Okay,
And
You have to have
my
it
damage
twice.
is very, very minimal.
okay.
Well, I just, was surprised at what I just read. But anyway, what I wanted to talk about is the 20-mile zone around the schools. when the children come out of school, they're crossing a 20-mile zone. But then when they walk home, they have another 3/4 or a half a mile or a quarter mile to walk. And now they're walking on roads that there are no sidewalks in lots of parts of St. James. I had a kid, saw her walking on the curb. Then I had 3 kids in front of me across, walking down the road. So I had to go around them, which I was able to do without hitting them. But they have to be told how to walk, because for them to walk 3 abreast isn't really what should be. So I would like New York State to pass a law that when children have to walk to school, that the mileage on those streets be 20 miles an hour, just like they are at the schools. So I know that it's the New York State that makes the law, and I would like New York State to change the law that when children have to walk from schools, that the mileage be 20 miles and not 30, as it is now. And as far as Montclair goes,
Rose,
I
you know
always
you've been
go-
way past
Oh,
3
okay.
minutes, you know that.
Yeah, but I edited his, which I didn't really, that
Okay.
wasn't what I was going to talk about. It was just something that I wanted to know the answer to. As you know, I'm an inquisitive type.
Okay, thank you.
And can I talk about what I wanted to talk about?
Well, you exceeded your 3
And
minutes.
yeah, but I told you I added that.
What do you want to talk about quickly?
Okay, you know, in Brookhaven, there's a street called Hollick Road, and that's a police trap. And I got a ticket once because I was singing and not watching the stop signs, and there was a garage sale going on, and I didn't see the stop signs. So the policeman comes and stops me. He says, "You know, you passed 2 stop signs, but I'll only give you a ticket for 1." I says, "Oh." I says, "I was singing, I'm sorry." So anyway, that's how they have this policeman there, and I have friends that live there, and this one person told me she had 3 tickets in the time that she lived there. So I don't see why the police department should answer to people from Montclair that they don't have any policemen to put there. If they put a policeman there every once in a while, and any cars that are being come from the car dealers and they're trying them out, those cars should not be allowed to do that. And I
Okay.
think the business that is allowing them to test the cars there, they're the ones that should be stopped. And then maybe there'll be more peace on Montfield Avenue. And the other day at the senior
Rose.
center, you know,
Rose.
you know at the senior center that's next to the
The
Ford
clerk is getting a
dealer?
heart attack.
Yeah, but you know, next to the Ford dealer, I go to the senior center. One of those trucks that carry all the cars
Yes.
was parked right there where I had to go into the senior center. So I had to go around him and go the other way. And the man said to me, I said, "You know, you shouldn't be parked there." He says, "Well, I don't want to get hit on Jericho Turnpike." That was his answer. So all I'm telling you is the car dealers should really be watched and get summons from the town or somebody. So maybe if the car dealers see they're being watched, they may not be.
Rose, the next time
that
you
way.
ask to speak, you owe us 4 minutes, so you won't
Next
speak.
time, I won't speak.
Thank you. I move to close the hearing.
Second,
Supervisor Vecchio,
Yes,
Councilman McCarthy,
yes.
Councilman Wareham,
yes.
Councilman Creighton,
Yes.
Mr.
Councilwoman
Sconzo-
Noack.
Mr. Sconzo, do you want this back?
No, you can keep it.
Okay, thank you.
You can put it in the record.
Okay.